Hi, Jackie Van Ruler here, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a video on fast allergy relief. This is something I had to use over the weekend because I was helping to put a tarp over some hay and just had a huge reaction where I was sneezing and I felt all congested and I couldn't get it to stop. And so I used this technique and just like that, probably within 5 minutes, gone completely. So this is an amazing one you can use. I'm going to show you how to use this using some Salon Pause pain relieving patches. These things come in little strips like this, and you can cut them into smaller little pieces like that, just little teeny tiny squares. And these have some menthol and some camphor and also a little bit of aspirin, so if you are allergic to aspirin, don't use these. Make sure you get the ones that do not have lidocaine because lidocaine will numb the points and we are wanting to activate them. So these will have a stimulating effect, kind of like Moxa does in acupuncture. If you're watching this on my website, make sure that you subscribe to my email list so that you can get the little face maps that come with it, so you can download this on your devices or print it out and put it in a notebook. And this will just show you the different points that we're going to be working on the face. You do not need to use Salon Pause with this. You can do it with just the detector. The Salon Pause just makes it work a little bit longer and a little bit more effectively. So I'm going to come in here and work this point that's right where your glasses would sit. So a little bit below the bridge of the nose. And this is a point for the diaphragm, so it helps to release the diaphragm, improving your breathing. So you want to activate this point for about between 5 to 15 seconds. And then I'm going to take and put a little Salon Pause patch on there. If you're going to be doing the Salon Pause patches, you're going to keep them on there for about 30 minutes to half an hour afterwards. So you don't want to necessarily do this if you're going to be running out and doing something right away. Next, I'm going to come down underneath the eye, right on the side of the bridge of the nose. Just doing some nice up and down motions and see if I feel a little bumpy area in there. I'm feeling mine about right here. And this is an area that I'm going to want to choose a smaller patch, or I'm going to want to place it a little bit further away from the eye. If this is irritating, don't place one here, or just you can put it there and then take it off if it does become irritating. That's a little bit too close to the eye. I'm going to put it down a little bit further. Doing that on the same side. This is an allergy point, so it helps to turn off allergies. This is point 467 if you have the diagram, also known as the anti-allergy point. Again, I'm going to try and find a smaller piece to put on there. One thing that's really great if you use these patches is to be able to take a little nap afterwards, so let them work while you get a rest, if that's possible. Next, we're going to come right in front of the nasal bone and just go up and down a few times. This helps to open the nasal passageways and allow you to breathe better, especially if you have a lot of congestion, if you have a runny nose, sneezing, things like that. This will help to turn that off. And then the pair point with this point is this point where at the top of the ear, where the top of the ear meets the face. I'm just coming in there and working that. And this is the point that helps to also activate turning off that excessive mucus, sneezing, things like that. This is also a point up here for the eyes. So if you have itchy eyes or your eyes are affected, this is a great point for that as well. Okay, doing the same thing on the other side. Up and down the side of the nose, opening up those nasal passageways, helping to turn off excess mucus production, snot, all those yucky things that come with allergies. And then coming up to the top of the ear where the top of the ear meets the face. Again, that paired point was 61, this is 16. Good for the eyes, good for reducing nasal secretions, runny nose and sneezing. The hair wants to be right there. Next, we're going to come on to the right side only. We're going to get the liver gallbladder points, which have to do with anything that is like an intense feeling. It can be intense pain, Often allergies is just this intensity that comes on very quickly that you can't ignore. And directly underneath the iris of the eye, in line with the bottom of the nose. Right there. And then the gallbladder point is right beside that, a little bit further to the right. Again, you do not need to use these patches for this to be effective. They just kind of enhance the feeling of it. Okay. Then we want to come to the upper lip area. If you are pregnant, we want to avoid working on this upper lip because it could possibly trigger contractions. It probably won't, but we just avoid it for the safety of it. So coming directly underneath the nostril and halfway down that lip, we have 0.7, which helps to reduce inflammation. Right there. On the other side as well. If you want to learn more about each of these points and what they do, each point does about 1 million things, it feels like. My 5 Elements Facial Reflexology course has all of that information in it. And you can learn about all the function, all the points, how to treat different illnesses, diseases, symptoms, all of those things. It's really all about getting your nervous system into the state of balance. The point that I'm doing right over here is the point for the adrenal glands, point 17. The adrenal glands secrete stress hormones, particularly cortisol. Cortisol is going to be very active when you're in an allergic state, so it helps to decrease inflammation and calm down that allergic reaction. Okay. And then finally, point 38 is a point that's halfway between the nose and the mouth. And it's a paired point with 17, or the adrenal gland point, for helping to reduce inflammation, activate the immune system, particularly lymphatic drainage. And oftentimes allergies are just an over-response of the immune system, so we are actually looking to balance the immune system to help to turn off the overactive response and bring it back into a state of balance. Make sure that you're signed up to receive my email so that you can get the PDF with this. So it's really handy to have on hand when you have things come up. You don't know when somebody might have an allergy, that you can help them with. And then as always, we're going to finish up by working down the side of the ear. In particular, we're looking to get this point right in front of where the lower ear comes out onto the face. And this point helps to set that formula in and return the body to a state of balance. And you can just work that point, or you can go up and down the whole ear. You can also do circles around the ear. Just make sure you don't pull off the patch there if you've put one on. So in theory, I might just want to do that area right in front of that lower ear. And again, if you've put these patches on, try to keep them on for about 30 minutes to an hour. If you can lay down and take a little bit of a nap, that's going to be really nice just to help your body get calmed down and return to the state of balance. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.